where court was had for about 2 or 3 hours in the morning and we didn't really have any court in the afternoon. That has transformed since then. Even since 2005 when I was elected, we've gone from having court 3 days a week to having court 5 days a week. From going and having 90 cases on the docket to having 200 and some cases on the docket. As you can probably tell by reading the newspaper, crime has increased in Witt County, and therefore our workload has increased as well. And I want to tell you, I'm very proud of the staff that we have. Just want to give you an idea of some of the people we have working in our office, and I hope you're proud of them too. We have graduates of the University of Virginia, Wake Forest, William & Mary, Washington and Lee. We have the top talent in Witt County handling your cases and taking them very seriously. And work hours don't mean anything for them. And you can talk to law enforcement because there's a good chance they're probably talking to someone on our staff at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Weekends don't mean anything. We work around the clock to serve the needs of Witt County. We've been privileged to serve you for the last 6 years, and we hope you'll let us continue to serve you this next term. Thank you very much.
You want it?
I vote.
That'd be my assistant in the back.
For Board of Supervisors at Large, Tim Reeves.
Hello, my name is Tim Reeves, and I'm the Republican candidate for Witt County Supervisor at Large. I'm married to Debbie. I have 2 sons, Timothy and Robert. I have worked in the public sector for the state for the past 25 years. I am retired and work part-time for the Witt County Sheriff's Office. I believe that local government is the engine that drives all government, and none of them have been running well. Some of the board's recent actions cemented my decision to run for the at-large position. One of my main focuses is to see that proper attention is given to our school system and public services. It is also that the Board of Supervisors, it is crucial that the Board of Supervisors, the expansion of local growth, industry, and provide continued support to our agriculture concerns. I would like to see our government be more transparent in order to keep the citizens informed of the decisions that the board is considering and making. I will serve to keep our taxes low, and I will ensure that your voice is heard in the decisions that the county is considering and making. The decisions of the county will be made with the input of you, the citizens. When the economy improves and we begin to see growth, I want to see Witt County be ready to move forward. I want to thank you tonight for the opportunity to speak to you. It has been a pleasure to travel around the county and meet our fine citizens. I am seeking your consideration and support on November the 8th. Thank you.
Also for Board of Supervisors at Large, Freddie Rosenbaum.
I'm grateful for the opportunity to participate in this forum. My name is Freddie Rosenbaum. I was born and live in Cripple Creek, Virginia. My education was received in the county schools at Cripple Creek, Steedle, and Real Retreat. I attended classes at Whitfield Community College. I'm a military veteran of the Vietnam era and served with the U.S. Army Security Agency. I was honorably discharged in June of 1967. I'm married to Daphne Stewart Rosenbaum, and we have 2 sons, Benjamin and Todd. Benjamin served 4 years in the Air Force and graduated from Bluefield College. He is presently employed by the Wyoming Highway Patrol. I'm happy to say that Ben is here with us tonight, and his future wife, Leslie, and her dad is also with us. Glad to have you with us. My other son, Todd, he graduated from Virginia Tech and is married to Darlene Price Rosenbaum. Todd and Dorleen are the proud parents of 3 children. Their ages are 3, 5, and 8. I'm running for county supervisor because I care about the future of Wythe County and my neighbors. My decision to seek the job as a nonpartisan candidate was based on the fact that it would provide more citizen participation in the election process. My experience would be valuable as a county supervisor include 40 years with the Virginia Department of Transportation. I held positions of construction inspector, land use permit and subdivision specialist, contract administrator, and construction manager. I managed some of the most costly projects in Wythe County VDOT history. My experience also includes 4 years with the Wythe County School Board, and I was honored to serve as the first elected member from the Spiegel District. My goal as supervisor at large will be to work as a team member in cooperation with other supervisors, the Joint Industrial Development Authority, and the Chamber of Commerce to attract new industries and maintain good business environment. We have the potential for economic growth, which will provide greater employment opportunities for our citizens. Millions of dollars have been spent on the development of Progress Park and improving the county's infrastructure to attract new businesses. It is time for a return on the investment. Thank you.
Thank you. The Board of Supervisors, West Woodville, Artie Hall. Unless somebody is looking at the tape. Board of Supervisors at Large, Bucky Sheriff.
Thank you, Dale. No problem there. I want to thank the Wytheville-Wythland Chamber of Commerce for sponsoring this event tonight. I'm especially grateful to the Chamber for bestowing on me their Stanley King Senior Citizen of the Year Award in 2007. And I want to thank those of you who came out to hear the citizens and the candidates. I'm with Bucky Sheriff, and I'm running for the at-large position on the Board of Supervisors. I've had the honor of serving on the board for 16 years, with many of those years as chairman. I'm proud of the accomplishments of the board during this time, but I'm especially proud of the close working relationship we've created between the county and the towns of Wytheville and Retreat. We have successfully recruited or expanded more than 60 industries with the accompanying job opportunities during this time. We have built and remodeled our schools throughout the county with plans for more. We have built a new water treatment plant on the New River in cooperation with Carroll County. This will provide public water for our industries and our households. I'm proud of doing all this while maintaining the lowest tax rate of any county in the region. About myself, I'm a longtime resident of Wythe County. I'm married with 2 sons, 3 grandsons, and 2 great-granddaughters. I was educated in Wythe County, in Virginia Tech, and served in the United States Army, receiving an honorable discharge. I'm a lifetime member of the Retreat American Legion Post 229, and I serve on the board of directors of the Wythe County Farm Bureau and the Agape Food Pantry. I'm an active, longtime member of Holy Trinity Lutheran Church, and I base my ethics on what God requires of us, written in the book of Micah. Quote, "The Lord requires you to do justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God," unquote. I'm pleased that I can serve my fellow man by working at the food pantry 3 to 4 days a month and giving my blood to save the lives of others. Some of my responsibilities on the Board of Supervisors include working with the Joint Industrial Authority, the District 3 Board of Commissioners, the Mountain Community Action Board, the Mount Rogers Planning District Commission, the Workforce Investment Committee, Director of Emergency Services, and chairing the Crossroads Regional Industrial Facility Authority. We've laid a great foundation on which to build a progressive Wythe County, and I look forward to continuing that process. It has been an honor and a privilege to represent the people of Wythe County as a supervisor, and I have endeavored to do the job with integrity and honesty. I've worked hard to do all that I can to help make Wythe County what it is, one of the best places in Virginia, and a great place to live, work, and raise our children. And I thank you.
Thank you. We'll try this again. Board of Supervisors, West Woodville, Artie Hall. Good evening. My name is Artie Hall. I live my life with 3 priorities. They're pretty simple, but sometimes hard to execute on. Number 1, I serve my Savior and Lord Jesus Christ. Number 2, I serve my family, my wife, my daughter. I try to be the best husband, father, and son that I can be. And 3 is the service to my community. And I would just say, if I am elected, this is what you can expect from me. Number one, leadership. I have a proven track record of experience. I'm currently managing 19 direct reports at BB&T Bank and over 80 indirect reports. I also manage a book of assets of $600 million, along with $180 million on loans. So I have experience with numbers and experience with budgets. Accessibility. I'm pretty easy to find. I work, so you can find me at my job. My address is 1215 Westridge Road if you want to do a house call. I also am on Facebook, and one of the goals I have is to meet with the constituents in my district at least semi-annually if elected. Commitment. Some people say, we have a busy schedule, why are you running? I'll make time because it's important. I have a daughter coming up who is the most important thing in my life right now, and I want to make sure she has a great place to grow up in like I did. I have knowledge. I study the economy. I study current events. I can make tough decisions. That's what BB&T gives me, a paycheck to make tough decisions, so I can face reality and make those tough decisions. Independent thinking. I have the courage to think independently rather than to go with the crowd or go with what's popular. And I will put the interests of my district and the county at the forefront of my decisions. And probably the biggest thing is my ability to get along with people. I don't have many enemies. I hope, if you are, please remember not to clap. But I get along with people, both sides of the aisle, and I feel like that's really going to help with the Board of Supervisors, because to get anything done, you need at least 4 votes, so you've got to have people that will join your cause. So in closing, I would just say this. If you've seen any of my signs around town, if you want new ideas and a new face and a fresh perspective, vote for me on November 8th. Thank you.
Thank you. Also, for Board of Supervisors, West Whitville, Mary Castle.
Good evening. First of all, I would like to thank the Whitville Chamber of Commerce for conducting this forum. I think it's great. We appreciate our local radio station and for them broadcasting this on the air. And I would like to thank you, the audience, for expressing your interest in the election process by giving of your time tonight. Who am I? I am a mother. I am a grandmother. I am a farmer's wife. I am a college graduate. I have been a substitute teacher. I have been a banker. And for the past 28 years, I have served you, the fine people of Wythe County, as your Commissioner of the Revenue. I am Mary Sis Castle. I am a candidate for West Whitville Supervisor, and as you're aware, I'm retiring as the present Commissioner. I would appreciate your vote on November the 8th. I will be a supervisor that will listen, that will learn, and will act. My platform consists of maintaining low tax rates, expanding our tax base, a first-class school system, including our community college, a first-class law enforcement and emergency services. I will work to promote, preserve, and protect our unique and rural quality of life. I have had the opportunity to become familiar with our finances and budgeting of the county. I am familiar with some of the 100 county ordinances. This includes land use, the subdivision ordinance, the meals tax and lodging tax, trash collection, and road tax, to name a few. Upon my election, I plan to implement the quarterly meetings or the town hall meetings. I feel that these sessions will offer the citizens the opportunity to express their concerns, their thoughts, and their desires. I have briefly told you a bit about myself, a bit about my background, a bit about my platform, and my future plans. I would appreciate your support and your vote as West Whitville Supervisor. I want to put my experience, my time, and my desire to work for each of you. Thanks.
For Board of Supervisors, Fort Chiswell, Buford Bailey.
Good evening. I'm Buford Bailey. I've been in Wythe County for 30 years. I've married, have 3 children of my own, and 2 foster children. I want to address something tonight, one of the greatest problems that we have in Wythe County. There are approximately 28,000 people in Wythe County. 7% of those people in Wythe County are unemployed. What are we going to do about this? This will be my main objective if I'm elected. The future of Wythe County, whether you know it or not, lies on Peppers Ferry Road. That's Progress Park. What we need to do is we need to promote Progress Park. We need to promote Wythe County. Wythe County has some of the greatest people in the world, some of the smartest people in the world. I've worked for 30 years with them in industry here. I know these people. As I told Mr. Gordon in an interview, the problems of Wythe County will be solved by the people of Wythe County. And how are we going to do that? Through promotion. A young lady was just hired that does public, she's a public, lost my train of thought. She does public relations. There we go. Okay. What we need to do is we need to have her go to Wythe County Community College, get some of the younger people there who are technologically advanced. And we need to make a promotional video of Wythe County. We need to make a promotional video of Progress Park. Progress Park, she needs to take this video, she needs to network with it. We can get the industry in here so that these 4,000 people can work. Another thing that I think we need to do, Lot 24, which I call the Field of Dreams, if we build it, he will come. We need to stop spending money on that. We need to stop the $650,000 that was just voted to build a road to nowhere. This money needs to be set aside, and we need to use this money for the work that needs to be done to promote this park. This is our future, folks. I don't want my grandchildren to have to go somewhere else to work. I have to drive 31 miles one way for a job because I can't find a job, a well-paying job in Wythe County. We're smart enough, and we can do that here. And one more thing, I just want to finish with this. I'd like to say that I appreciate Mr. Joe Hale. There couldn't be two better people running for this office. I hope I win, but I'm going to tell you, one of us will be sitting in that seat up there. I like Joe, he's a fine man, but I think I would probably do a better job.
Thank you. Also for Board of Supervisors for Chilwell, Joe Hale.
I appreciate Buford's endorsement. Just take a moment and think how blessed you are and we are that we're here tonight and democracy is working and is healthy. We're lucky to be in America. We're lucky to be Virginians by the grace of God, and we're lucky to be here in Wythe County and have the freedom to have meetings like this. Just dwell on that a minute. I'm a product of New River Valley. My ancestors were latecomers compared to Annie B's. My folks didn't get here till 1760. I don't know what the Crockett's did about the Indians in 1740. But both sides of my family have always been in New River Valley. I'm a conservationist at heart. I'm a farmer as a hobby, and for you farmers, it's a lot more fun to farm if it's a hobby than if you're trying to make a living. I believe in the agricultural community and support of agricultural way of life in Wythe County. We can do that and have progressive ideas with industrial development. One thing that Buford and I do disagree on is completion of the park. The economy is as low as it's been in my working lifetime, and you get more bang for the buck right now if you've got the money to build something. If you want a carport, go build it right now, because you can't never get any cheaper than you can right now. Frame and timber is cheaper. Now is the time to invest in the future. We can do these things together. We can have the park ready to go for the right industry,
and not have to take whatever comes down the road. The people of Wythe County need to take a proactive approach, as Buford said, and I said last week on the radio. Be proactive and promote Wythe County, whether you're on vacation at Myrtle Beach, or whether you're at a meeting or at a funeral halfway across the country. If you can't say good things about the community, just keep it to yourself. We got good water, good transportation, good tax base, and we can't depend on the state of Virginia to promote this county. We've got to do it ourselves. Thank you.
For Board of Supervisors, Speedwell, Amanda Bentley.
Good evening. I am Amanda Gordon Bentley. I am a Wythe County native, and my husband Brandon is a native of Crockett. He and I both graduated from the Wythe County school system. We are members of All Nations Church of God. I'm currently an assistant manager at the Dublin Walmart, and he works for Varney Construction of Wytheville. He also is a driver at Wythe Raceway. I know that's a large attraction during the summer on Saturday nights. I have offered myself as a candidate for the Speedwell supervisor seat because I want to give back to a community that has been so good to me and my husband, and my whole entire family, and even stretching into my in-laws. They provide us with an excellent education, low cost of living, and job opportunities. I want to represent the great people of the Speedwell District in order to bring better education facilities, water and sewer, and roads to a district which is often overlooked in the greater scheme of things. I also am concerned that the current Board of Supervisors, in recent actions, has thumbed its nose at the citizens of Wythe County, choosing to unanimously approve excessive raises for the county's two top administrators, and for a length of time, stonewall citizens who objected to the action. It was only when the action was examined closely in public that the board reluctantly rescinded its action. I believe it's time for a change on the Board of Supervisors, more openness in its business dealings, up-to-date minutes on its website, and putting a halt to the county's expansion of payroll with the addition of more administrative positions. I would like to thank all of you for coming. It's a great crowd tonight, and that speaks volumes for you. And I would like to thank for the Wytheville-Wythland Chamber of Commerce Committee for an invitation to this forum. Thank you.
Thank you. Also, Board of Supervisors, Speedwell, Gene Horner.
I can probably make this the shortest speech there is, because I'm about to burn up. Amanda said they turned the air conditioning off, and I told her to get used to it, because when Slell's here, he either burns you up or freezes you. I'm Gene Horney. I was born in Wythe County, lived here until I went into the 7th grade, and my mom got remarried, and we moved to Salem. Graduated from Salem High School. After graduating, I went to Roanoke College for 1 year. My grandfather offered me the opportunity to come back and farm for a living, and I picked that over being a certified public accountant, which later in life I realized that was probably a good thing, because I just can't imagine sitting